Hi friends and fellow Earth Angels, it's Gladys, and welcome back to another one of my weekly Sunday card readings. And this spread will start by covering July 3rd through July 9th, or whenever you're guided to watch, as I always intend these to be timeless readings, meaning whenever this video shows up for you, that is the time that the messages are meant for you. And for those who may be new here, my intention behind these readings is to offer support for Earth Angels out there. I tend to classify as empathic people, highly sensitive people, intuitives, healers, caregivers, people of service in the world, people who are working with their sensitivities and may be challenged by the intensity of this planet. So the intention is to offer support and guidance for you so that you are empowered in your sensitivities, that you are in a healthy way navigating your spiritual journey and your own personal growth on this planet. There are so many Earth Angels that are evolving. There are so many Earth Angels who are shifting out of old paradigms, old soul groups, old soul clusters, meaning the people that we have been with for lifetimes prior. We're getting an opportunity to handpick in a conscious way, in a way that has never really been conscious on a mass level before on this planet, to be able to handpick people, places, things, and ideas that are in alignment with the essence of who we are right now. And the last few weeks, I've been an advocate for playfulness and laughter and joyfulness. And so many of you have made adjustments in your life so that you have the skills, you have the tools, that if something comes up, if you're challenged in some way, then you have those skills, you have those go-to, the support system to pause and go within to seek the answers, the wisdom, the insight that's in alignment with your best and highest. So I offer these readings to comfort you, support you, teach you, and inspire you. The beautiful thing is these messages seem to resonate with so many people, right? So it's a beautiful thing when you can go back to prior readings, or you can tune in every week and gain insights and support to help you navigate the week ahead, or whenever you're guided to watch these readings. It's been a real joy to see how these unfold. So this week I have a different kind of reading. First off, let me say, those who are in the United States or Americans, if you're across the country or another country tuning in, happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July, happy birthday America. I want to put that out there. I find great joy in living in this country and having the freedoms that we have, and me being able to do the work that I do, and being able to flourish in this intuitive, holistic world that I navigate. So this week I have a different kind of reading. It's a fun reading. It's a little enchanted, let's say that. So it will be working with a different energy or different energies, and it's just something fun that I wanted to do for a while, and I feel like this is a great week to do that. I know a lot of people are on summer break, or teachers out of school, lots of vacationers, so I wanted to add some fun with the theme that I've been talking about the last couple weeks. But you never know what's going to come up. I mean, whatever is going to come out is going to come out. I can certainly set the tone, but the divine is going to find a way to deliver the messages regardless. So I'm going to start with the wisdom of the hidden realms for a guide to work with this week. And then the message of healing will come from the magical unicorns oracle cards. Your action steps this week will come from the magic of unicorns. And your What you're being gifted this week will come from the Oracle of the Unicorns. Do you see the theme going on? And then finally, I will finish with an overall message of love, which this week will be an affirmation to ground you in this week if you're feeling yourself getting lifted up. And that will come from the Gateway Oracle cards. All right, so I'm going to keep the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms book close. I don't work with this too often, so if I need to take a peek at the book, I will do that. Let me open up space for us this week. Let me invite in all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, the Divine Mother and Father, and all their holy beings of light that would like to assist with this reading for you this week, July 3rd through the 9th. I want to connect my heart to the heart of the Wisdom of the Hidden Realm guides, the unicorns, the energy of the enchanted, to bring a light, bright, playful, fun message for us this week. All right, so I am in a different chair, so I'm navigating a different seating position, so it might be a little awkward here and there. My chair squeaks. I'm working on getting a new one that's more comfortable. All right, so if you do hear noises in the background, chances are it's my chair that's squeaking, but I will try to stay still. All right, let's start here. What guide wants to work with us this week? The most important message we need to hear, see, feel, and know. So I think I'm just going to take that one for this week, and let's begin. And we have, the cosmos. I love it. Creativity and vastness. What an awesome message. This goes along with the playfulness, right? So we have card 41. 4 + 1 = 5. 5 is all about change and transformation. And I feel like action steps, playfulness, really being able to enjoy our journey on this planet. There's been a lot of shedding. There's been a lot of discomfort, uncertainty. And I feel like myself and those that I've been working with are starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Now don't get me wrong, there's still questions of how, when, what if. There's still uncertainty out there, but for the most part, I'm finding that there's some playfulness in that energy now. There's some acceptance, right? And there is some more awareness with the universal support that's sending us signs and messages and guidance. I am here in New England and I love summer. Summer is my favorite. Although when spring comes around and I see all the flowers bloom, I usually say that is a joy season for me too. But I am a summer baby. I love lazy days. I love just sitting outside in the warm air, watching the birds, watching the trees. I just love the lazy days of summer. And I feel like that is where I get most creative, in the stillness, in the appreciation of the present moment. And we start to see the vastness of what life has to offer. So working with the cosmos this week, being able to release any tension, stress, worries, fears to the cosmos. I do want to take a peek at the book and just see if there's any additional guidance with this deck. Let me see. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to pay close attention to your creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represent the principle of infinity and the vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness, influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set is in fact contagious, with the power to influence others. We're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others from an individual level to a global one. This is so beautiful. And I've been talking about this often, that the work that you're doing, the inner work that you're doing, deep diving into the shadow, clearing cycles and patterns, being able to set boundaries, use your voice, stand in your power, that healing that you're doing within radiates outward, and it can't not affect the people that are around you. And those who are in divine alignment will come closer, and anything that's not a vibrational match will come up and out. So the cosmos are reminding us, especially with the 5, that as you grow and expand, change is still upon you. The not knowing can certainly still come up, but when we're following our heart, when we're open and receptive to doors of opportunity, opening and closing, remember that doors that close are also an opportunity. And we really want to be grounded and anchored in the knowing that we have universal support, that we have this abundance of energy that is proactive in our thriving here on this planet. And the ego part of us will, or the lowercase e ego part of us and the fear parts of us will want us to freeze, will want us to be stunted. And when you can recognize that and identify it as the lower vibration of ego, uncertainty, fears, you can then lean into it and saying, okay, show me what I need to know about this. Thank you, fear. Thank you, uncertainty. Thank you, discomfort, for showing up. How do I navigate forward? And this is where the check-ins come in, right? This is where being able to go deep within that well and staying out of the mind, right? Using the mind to operate and navigate can be a little bit sticky, a little bit dangerous, and we can end up in a loop and on a circle. So I feel like the cosmos this week are reminding you that you have this force, that you have this power working with you to co-create with it. And as you do, it then in turn affects the others around you. Sometimes we feel, oh, I need to do what the children need, or the partner needs, or the coworkers need, or my community, or my bank account, or my body. If we fix this, then this will happen. And remember, when we're attached to results, when we're doing something to get something, it can get really sticky, it can get really uncomfortable. And so I feel like the cosmos, with reminding you that the work that you do affects others, means that as you go within, as you love on yourself, as you practice a presence with the care of self, love of self. This is making decisions in accordance to your heart's desire, which lights you up. What will happen is, again, anything that's not a vibrational match will come out of alignment. It might get uncomfortable. It might be hard to be around certain people. And when you can express, this is what I need, this is how I feel, this is working for me, this is not working for me, it's empowering. Now, it is out of our control, and we can't control the response on the other end, but we can then decide with the information of the response, how do I want to navigate forward? Now, this is not a message to quit the job, leave the relationship, make drastic changes. What it is a willingness to be okay with whatever happens next. If change starts to occur and you're starting to be squeezed, chances are it is time to navigate in a different way. And I would suggest exploring all your options if you're deciding to or wanting to make a change. Again, let's say if it's a job, for example, see what's out there. Work with your finances, know the income that you need to feel supported. This is where we kind of get into the mind to get into the details. If it, let's say, is leaving an uncomfortable relationship, it could be a family dynamic, it could be with a partner. The work that you could do is decide, okay, what is going to be in my best interest? If a home is involved, or if other family members are involved and you can communicate with them. Dotting your I's, crossing your T's. Again, if finances are intertwined, you want to just check in with what your needs are and then relay that to the universe, right? Relay that to the divine and say, especially calling in the Archangel Michael, I'm nervous, I'm afraid, show me truth of this situation, because sometimes experiences are challenging because it's teaching us to set boundaries. It's teaching us to ask for what we need. It's teaching us to get clear about what is going to help us thrive. And remember, it's nobody else's responsibility to do that. So when you love yourself on a deeper level, when you treat yourself better, when you are practicing the care of self and enjoying life, life happens for you. All right, so that was a loaded first message. That all being said, let's get into the rest of the reading here. All right, unicorns, what message of healing do you have for the Earth Angels this week? What message of healing do you have for the Earth Angels this week? All right, so there's three that popped out. Wow, there's a lot to say here. All right, so first message, happy thoughts, right? Happy thoughts. And again, this isn't ignore the challenge, ignore the uncertainty. It is looking for a positive outcome, looking for the silver lining in these experiences, right? So it says to feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. Again, it's all about intention. And what's happening, I feel like this is when we're in a space of uncertainty and unknowing and wanting to make adjustments, or maybe you're wanting to take a leap of faith, maybe you're wanting to make a really positive change in your life, and there are other factors that are keeping you in that comfort zone. I feel like this is a message of healing to support you. And happy thoughts, I feel like, think about a memory or something that makes you smile. I feel like this is also signs coming to you. I feel like it is also, maybe it's a repetitive bird or an animal that continues to show up in your life. Maybe it's an insect. I've been inundated with dragonflies lately, which of course is so fun. And in the animal medicine, I actually was out for a hike the other day, and as we were leaving, a coyote ran right by the car. I mean, we were going slow enough where we could admire it, and we were on a desolate road, so we could actually stop and look at the coyote, and it just paused and looked at us. And so we just took in the animal medicine. We were just in awe of this energy, and I feel like it really brightened the energy that we were in, saying thank you, divine, thank you, animal medicine, for the support that you're offering us. And it really just shifts the mood. So even in this, when energy comes up that's discomfort, you don't want to negate it, you don't want to stuff it, but taking pause to relax, breathe, soften, and open, and asking the divine to show you truth, show you what you need to know. And that could genuinely, organically shift that energy where you gain some insight into it. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. So here's the thing. I'm getting the words love of self first. So, how do I want to navigate this? Hold on. I feel like the energy that the planet is, it's really hard to kill them with kindness. I feel like this is more of being a role model, a beacon of light, enjoying your life. And when you're peaceful, when you're enjoying your life, when you're laughing, this energy, bullies and angry people, won't necessarily affect you or be a vibrational match to be around your energy, right? So remember, this energy comes from pain. When people are angry and when they're bullies, there is something that's being reflected back that's rubbing them the wrong way, and it is a stage that they're in, and that's okay. Now, I've always said it is not okay for somebody to dump that anger, dump that bulliness that's inside on someone else. And I feel like Earth Angels are really learning how to say no, stop, enough, not right now, no thank you. This energy is no longer allowed in my life. And those of you who are doing it, I just want to congratulate you, because I know how hard it is. Of course, I can't possibly know everything that everyone is going through, but in my own journey, in my own life experiences, I can relate to how hard it is making adjustments and setting boundaries with people and saying no and stop, and you are no longer allowed in my life. And you can still forgive them, and you can still release them, and you can still have compassion for them. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the energy has to be in your life. And when you're diverting your attention onto happy thoughts, working with the cosmos, I can tell you this energy will no longer affect you, where you'll see the pain and you'll not necessarily have that desire to fix and save and change and make better. You'll have that desire to continue to enjoy your life, and there will be the gratitude that the space that you're in, the joy and the love that you get to have in your life, there'll be a deeper appreciation, and then that energy radiates out and affects the people around us. And usually these energies just go away, right? It's when we want to engage in it, and trust me, I know how challenging that is to not engage and to eject from the situation, but the bigger person does walk away in love because it's an act of love for the self. And then the final message is try something new. Again, so if this keeps coming up and you're moving through it and navigating it in the same exact way, I feel like the unicorns are saying this week, try something new. You'll only know that you can do something. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. Very cool. So lots of really great information here for support if you're dealing with difficult people. Remember, Saturn is still working its energy. I know in the astrology there are some hard squares that have been really pushing up some haze, fog, annoyances. If you're in a part of the country where it's getting warmer, that brings up stuff for people as well. So working with the divine might be trying something new, being in the present moment, seeking the signs, asking for assistance. And then when you ask for assistance, having the patience to create space to listen for an answer. And again, we cannot micromanage or command the universe. Trust me, I tried for many years. It doesn't work out well for you. It did not work out well for me. And so what I had to learn is the patience and the willingness to create space, to be open to listen. Listen to another way. Listen to another option that I might not be seeing, and that might just take time. I know a lot of times when clients come into my office, they want answers, they want what they want, and I can totally understand that because I can certainly get in that space. And I've also learned on the spiritual journey that the answers we get usually are unexpected, and just the willingness to be open to guidance and support can really shift a mountain or a block of energy or tunnel vision in a powerful way. So we want to really be open to different ways of navigating these answers. Okay, so oopsie. Oop, I just dropped a card. Hold on a second. Oh boy. All right, let's see here. I feel like that one was for me, so I'm not going to share it. It popped out. If it's meant to be, it will come back. It was card number 37, so if it does come out again, it was meant to be. All right, unicorns. What is your message? What is your action steps that the Earth Angels can take this week? Action steps. I feel like we have action steps through the messages of healing. But let's see, what action steps can the Earth Angels take this week to support their healing? Just make it loud and clear. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's two. See? Oh, if you're not sure, just ask for a little clarity and you get the exclamation point. So the cards here are 6. Enter the magic. I love this. Live in the now, seize the moment. Again, I just feel like your action steps this week is when this stuff comes up, you have the tools. You don't necessarily have to seek it. You don't necessarily have to dig at it. I feel like this is shining a light on enjoying your quality of life. Remember the 6 number here. 6 is all about family and home and connection and creativity, right? That's the theme this week. So enter the magic of the possibilities of what can be, opening up, kind of seeing things from a higher perspective or expanding your scope on the way things should be, how they should go, and releasing to what is, right? Again, there's some beauty here with bringing us back to the present moment and asking for signs and support. Live in the now, seize the moment. That's your action steps. And then the second card, oh my God. Did I not say card 37? Did I say card 37? I think I said card 37. If it comes back, it was meant to be. Wow. You saw it here, folks. This is how powerful the divine is. I mean, this is incredible. I said the number because if it was meant to come back, and if you rewind it a little bit, you'll see that it popped out of the deck. So this is an exclamation point. This is why we're doing this work, to become spiritual warriors. Warriors, this came out, I believe this card came out in the last time I used this deck. And it is, the energy that I keep getting here is we can certainly be fierce, courageous, empowered, strong in our leadership, and also be as gentle as the lamb. We're really learning how to navigate these energies in powerful ways through leadership. Show you are a wise leader. Command the universe. I mean, I love doing these readings. They just never cease to amaze me, friends. I've been doing this work while I've been working. I've had a private practice in East Providence, Warwick, and now I'm in East Providence for 14 years. I have been doing personal work beyond that, probably 20 years at this point, more than that. And the divine never ceases to amaze me. It is so wonderful that I'm still shocked. I'm still in that place of innocence, of playfulness on how powerful the universe is. And this just goes to show you that that energy can sustain when you're working with the divine, capital L, light, capital L, love, and how wonderful it is. So show you are a wise leader. And this doesn't mean follow me, let me tell you what to do, let me fix you, save you, change you. That's not what that's about. It is about you enjoying your life, working through problems and challenges and adversity in an empowered way. And that's how we teach others, right? When you are in that magical place in your life, when things are aligning and you're in flow, and let's say you walk into a restaurant and you get the great table and you get the great waiter or waitress, and you get on the road and there's no traffic, and you go to have a vacation and you get the best opportunities and you get upgrades. That is the Earth Angel magic living on this 3D planet, living on Earth, right? We're using our empowerment, our energy to have fun with the experiences. I mean, one of the greatest things that I'm looking forward to is traveling this country. I have done a lot of traveling, islands outside of the country, and I am most looking forward to opportunities of traveling into the country, the Rocky Mountain states. And so that's something that I'm manifesting. That's something that I'm working on creating. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be quote unquote work. It doesn't necessarily have to be that which you want to bring into your life is that which you want to bring into your life doesn't have to be out of pain. It could be a desire to have experiences and have fun, right? So, and in that, when you're out there in the world, that energy radiates out to people. Remember, you are the divine personified. Your light shines from the inside out. And when you're having these experiences, people will see it, they will feel it, they'll be inspired up by you to go out and do the same, right? When you feel good, the people around you feel good. And when they feel good, the people around them feel good. And when they feel good, the people around them feel good. But we do need to get out and we need to show that presence. Obviously, you want to go out where it's safe and where you're comfortable and in a way that works for you, but you can do that in your own backyard. You can do that in your own local communities if you're going out food shopping, if you're on the road, you know, and again, the universe knows the fraud. So we're not talking about spiritual fluff here. We're not talking about that, you know, that unbalanced positivity with dysfunction mixed in there. We're talking about your life is great right here and right now, and you're going to enjoy it. That doesn't mean it has to be perfect. That doesn't mean everything is wonderful. It doesn't mean that you've figured it all out. It means that you know that you have this force that's working with you. The cosmos have your back, and you're going to go out and enjoy your life regardless. I love it. So let's see here. What you're being gifted with this week. What are you being gifted with this week? So this is a word, and then there's a message too. What are the earth angels being gifted with this week? Cosmos, divine. What are the earth angels being gifted with this week? Okay, let's see. We'll go with that one. Dance. Yes. Play. It says move your body to music, dance with the rhythm of life, manifest your dreams through dance, right? Music. I think this goes with magic and playfulness. And then what happens is you're activating that energy of love. And this energy can't help but shift. You know, so one of the imageries I'm getting is babies laughing. They're so full of love and innocence that babies who are joyful and playful and giggling can shift the ugliest of energies, right? If they can't, that energy goes away, right? And so we want to activate that playfulness, that innocence, that inner baby, let's say, or that inner innocence of love within us. And again, remember, it is a challenge as we're human, and we all have to grow in our humanity. And so if you can, turn up the music. We have a long weekend here in the United States, and we're in summer. People take vacations, they take pause. And really, you get to choose how you navigate that. Of course, places that are touristy will be a little more busier, so you can invite the angels in and ask them for assistance. I have a tendency to be at the right place at the right time, and I love that. I will say that all the time. I will go maybe an hour or two earlier than a place, or I might go an hour or two later than I normally would, and usually have the best experience. You know, I like to work with the mantra that everything works out well for me. And it does, even if it's uncomfortable, even though a situation is difficult. I'm learning and it still works out well for me. And that's something that I respectfully demand from the universe, and it usually does, right? And that's the joy. That's how we're able to sustain a really an energetically abundant persona. Maybe that's not the right word. An energetically abundant energy here on this planet. So go out, have fun, good, organic, playful fun. And if you're somewhere, maybe you got cookouts or maybe you got family functions, you gravitate towards the kids. Go play with them. They're usually having a good time in the space that we're in. Or maybe turning on YouTube or turning on something where you're able to get some of that baby laughter. You don't have that innocence, that energy in your life. All right, let me finish up here. Overall message of love, unicorns, mystical, magical energy, cosmos, divine. What is the overall message of love that you want to send to the earth angels this week? And the affirmation that can ground them in love this week. Two, I'll take both of them. Launching your journey. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. So I feel like this is encouraging divine inspiration. Remember we talked about traveling earlier? I just said that I'm manifesting travel. I would love paid travel. I mean, that's always fun too, right? Just kind of putting it out there. And so this is also being able to propel forward. This is also encouraging you, launching your journey, meaning it may be time to take those inspirational pulls, those leaps of faith, making those adjustments in your life and trying something new, coming out of your comfort zone, right? Maybe if an opportunity comes up, you can check in. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can really set the tone in if it's a work situation or if you've got opportunities and invitations coming up. You can check in to see how that feels and decide how you want to navigate that forward, right? So I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. I feel like this is encouraging you to move forward with those ideas, with the inspiration, moving through doors of opportunity that open up for you. And let's see, last message here is expecting miracles. I mean, where are the cards? Oh, see, we have the hands. See the hands here? Expecting miracles. Enter the magic. This is the divine, right? Live in the now. And so the message here, this is such a great reading. I haven't done a reading like this in a while. I forget why. I forget how fun they are. Miracles are blossoming in my life. This is such a powerful affirmation. And if you work with the angels, Archangel Raphael is the healer. He is the angel of miracles. His color is emerald green. He is a very joyful, jolly energy. Santa Claus energy comes up. I know there's a lot of Christmas in July stuff. So if you start to see the Santa Claus pops up, that's Raphael, and the energy of miracles reminding you being open to receive. We're not talking about you going out and forcing something or trying to make something happen, having attachment to results here. We're talking about being open to receiving doors of opportunity, open to receiving insights, action steps forward, and also a willingness to pause and laugh and play and sing and dance in the space that you're creating until the answers come in, right? Usually when I forgive me, I don't know who said this quote, but I'm hearing it in my mind. Is twofold. Hold on. Oh, life happens when you're busy doing other things. My grandma used to say that to me, and I know it came from somewhere. I forgive me, I'm like completely blank on where that came from. All I'm seeing right now is my grandma saying that, because I would say, Grandma, why? Grandma, when? When is this gonna happen? Where? She's like, I'll tell you. She's like, life happens when you're busy doing other things. So I want to share that. And then also, I've used this quote before. I teach a training, integrated energy therapy, and it's a session that I have on my calendar. And in the book, when we're working with fear and we're working with doubts and not feeling safe, the mantra is, you don't have to know where you're going so long as you know that you're on your way. And so I'm going to leave you with that final message this week. You don't have to know where you're going so long as you know you're on your way. And then when you're open and receptive, that's when change happens. That's when life happens. That's when things fall into alignment. And when we're so fixated on something and it having to be a certain way, and when is it going to come in, and what can I do about it, we're creating this tension, we're creating this restriction, because it's coming from a fear that it's not going to happen. And then all this energy is, once we open up space, that's when all those things drop in. So you don't have to know where you're going so long as you know you're on your way. And I'm telling friends, you are well on your way. So fun, especially with 37 popping up. That was so cool. And again, that was a miracle in of itself. That's exactly what I mean. It's a miracle in of itself. If this reading resonated with you and it's exactly what you needed to hear, it's a miracle in of itself, right? There are big miracles and there are small miracles that lead us in the right direction. So fun. All right, let me close space. Let me thank all your guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, the divine mother and father, and all their holy beings of light that assisted with this guidance. Especially I want to thank the cosmos for showing up, and the unicorn medicine that supported us this week. And I'm going to ask that any healing that was started continue for as long as it needs to be done. All right, friends, so my calendar is wide open. I'm offering energy therapies, life purpose sessions, mediumship sessions, divine guidance. If you're local, I am doing groups at my office, smaller groups at my office. But if you have a larger group and you're local, I can travel out, maybe 8, 10, 12 people. If you want to host a small group in your home, or I was just recently at a business and it was awesome, so fun, I'm available for that. And I'm just wishing you a happy summer, a joyful, peaceful summer as we begin the second half of 2022. I love you. God loves you so much. Trust in the divine. Trust your intuition, and I send you love with heavenly hugs. Bye for now.